Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wal aqibatu lil muttaqeen was salatu was salamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin wa ala Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'een ila yawmiddin. Amma ba'd, qala Allahu tabarak wa ta'ala fil Qur'an al-Majid wal Furqan al-Hamid inna as-salata tanha 'anil fahsha wal munkar. Amma ba'd, qala Allahu tabarak wa ta'ala fil Qur'an al-Majid wal Furqan al-Hamid fi shani habibihi inna Allaha wa malaikatahu yusalluna 'alan nabi या अय्युहल्लज़ीना आमनू सल्लु अलैहि व सल्लिमू तस्लीमा. मोहब्बत का दुरूद पढ़ें. Inshallah, today we'll be talking about the salah of traveler. Salah of a traveler. But before that, I've got one or two masail of sajda tilawat. I've asked a few people that what is sajda tilawat. They didn't even know what is sajda tilawat. So sajda tilawat is when you're reading Quran. There are 14 sujood in Quran. When you get to the ayat, when you read that ayat, after reading the ayat, you have to do sajda. And there are 14 sujood in Quran. And they are wajib. They are wajib. You have to do that. So, either you read that ayat or you heard from someone else reading that ayat. So let's say you read the ayat, you have to do sajda. And anyone else who heard you reading that ayat, and he doesn't understand the meaning, but you have to tell him that, look, I've just read ayat and you heard the ayat. So sajda is wajib upon you. Okay, so you have to do sajda. Now sajda tilawat does not just become wajib by reading Arabic. If you read the translation of that ayat, because Arabic is in Arabic language you're reading ayat. Urdu you're reading the same ayat. Or you're reading the same ayat in Farsi. Or you're reading the same ayat in English. Sajda tilawat still becomes wajib upon you. Either you heard someone, Imam, standing on a mimbar and he is doing khutbah and he just gave you bad translation of that ayat. Sajda tilawat will become wajib on you. It is his job to let you know. And if you already know, that's fine. What is the method of sajda tilawat? Simple. You stand up and make takbir Allahu Akbar without raising your hand, and then just go in sajda. And read tasbihat, Subhan Rabbiyal A'la, Subhan Rabbiyal A'la, Subhan Rabbiyal A'la. And then make takbir and come back towards your qiyam and stand up. Now standing before the sajda and standing after the sajda, that is mustahab. Even though if you don't stand, still is perfectly fine. Let's say you're sitting down and then you read ayat. While sitting, just make Allahu Akbar takbir, say takbir Allahu Akbar without raising your hand. Go in sajda, read tasbihat, Allahu Akbar, and then you sit down. Now there are a few conditions. If you read sajda tilawat in your namaz, that's another condition, a different ruling. And if you read sajda tilawat outside the namaz, that's a different condition. If you read sajda tilawat inside the namaz, then you have to do sajda straight away. Just like in Tarawih, you probably see Hufaz-e-Kiram, what they do as soon they read sajda tilawat, they straight go without any delaying, going towards any next rukn, they straight go in sajda. They do sajda, straight come back and they start their tilawat from the next part. If you are in namaz and you delay to go doing sajda tilawat, the sajda sahaf becomes wajib on you. So you cannot delay sajda tilawat in your namaz. So you have to do sajda straight away. But outside the namaz, you just reading Quran. Now it is up to you. If you read sajda tilawat, then you can do sajda straight away, or you can delay as well. Some people, what they do, they read full Quran and at the end they do 14 sujood straight away. Like Allahu Akbar, they go in sajda, come back. Then they do Allahu Akbar in sajda, they come back, and then 14 sujood, this is how they do. But you have to do sujood. There are 14 sujood which you have to perform. Right, that was about sajda tilawat. But main topic today is about the salah of a traveler. Qasar Nimaz, when you travel, how to read namaz. So there are few questions, there are only about 6-7 questions. That's all I can fit in this like 15-20 minutes. Salah for traveler is basically Qasar Nimaz, you shorten your namaz. Shorten your namaz, you read half namaz. How you read half namaz? How far you have to go and then Qasar Nimaz starts? When Qasar Nimaz starts? Inshallah, we'll talk about that. But first let me tell you what is the definition of Watan-e Asli and Watan-e Iqamat. The place you are staying, there are two kind of places when you stay somewhere. There are two kind of places. One is Watane Asli. Watane Asli is the definition of Watane Asli is where you was born and you have your house there. Even though you moved from that place. Let's say your house is you was born in Pakistan, you was born in India, you was born somewhere else, some other country. But now you migrated and you came in this country and now you're staying here. And you still have your own house in Pakistan or wherever you was born. The house is still there. Whenever you go there, your own house is there. That means whenever you're going to go back to your country, in your village, in your house, you'll have to read full Nimaz because you are in your watan. You have come to basically your country. You just gone back now. Even though you've gone there for 1 day, or 2 days, or half a day, you have to read full Nimaz as soon you enter in your village. That is Watane Asli. What is Watane Iqamat? Watane Iqamat is that you went on holidays. You went London, or you went some other country, and you don't have your own house there, but you went to your uncle's house, your friend's house, or you lived in a hotel. You stayed in a hotel, and for how long? 15 or more than 15 days. Then you become you're not travel anymore. You're a local person basically. You're not travel anymore. So Watane Iqamat is where you are going to stay for 15 days or more than 15 days. So in those both places, you have to read full Nimaz. Keep these two conditions in your mind, Watane Aqamat and Watane Asli. Now, who is a traveler according to Islamic principle? Now, according to Sharia, according to Islamic principle, traveler is that person who left the boundary of his city or the boundary of his village with the intention of traveling 57.5 miles or 92 kilometers going away from his house. Traveling away from his house. So what did I say? When you leave the boundary of your city or your village. So that doesn't mean that you are at home, you made intention, I'm going London, I'm going Pakistan. And now you made intention at home. And now Zohar Nimaz time is there now. You cannot read Qasar Nimaz because you have not left the boundary of your city. So let's say you're going Medina Sharif, you're going Makkah Sharif. And of course Makkah Medina is more than 57.5 miles away or 92 kilometers. And you've gone to airport, you left the boundary of your city, you left the boundary of your village. Because as soon as you get to Princess Parkway, there's a co-op. After that, there's no abadi there. People don't live there. So it's straight motorway, and then after that you get to Manchester Airport. So whatever Nimaz you're going to read at Manchester Airport, you're going to read Qasar. Whatever Nimaz, of course we'll talk about which Nimaz you can do Qasar in. So you have to leave the boundary of your city, then you'll become a traveler, not just barely you just made an intention and why, okay, I'm making intention, I'm going Pakistan and I'm still home, suitcases are packed and now it's Zohar time, I can read Zohar now. No, you can't. You have to leave the boundary of your city. Then you become a traveler with the intention of leaving your city, that you are traveling about 57.5 miles away. Like someone said, I'm going town and you left the boundary of your city. That doesn't mean that you become a traveler. No, with the intention of going away 57.5 miles. The next, what if two paths goes to the destination you are going to? Let's say you're going, like I go to my brother-in-law's house in Sheffield. One path goes towards, from Snake Path, from inside, that's only 45 miles. One path goes from motorway, that's 75 miles. Now my wife, she gets scared from all those hills. But my father-in-law blames me. He said, no, tu Maulvi hai na. Tu chakkar chalanda hai. Utthe jaake assi sare puri padde hain, tu madhi padda, tu jaan ke karda hai. Main it's your daughter. She gets scared going there. So that's the reason we have to go from motorway like 25 miles more. So they all go from Snake Path, they read full Nimaz there. Because for them it's only 45 miles. I go longer way, 75 miles. When I go there, me and my wife, we read half Nimaz. So if there are two paths going towards your destination, if you take the shorter path, which is less than 57.5 miles, you're not a traveler. More than 57.5 miles, you are a traveler no matter what intention you had. Even though you went purposely, still you have to read half Nimaz, Qasar Nimaz. Now, what is the intention of Qasar Salah, and in which Salahs can we do Qasar? What is the intention? It's a simple intention. Then I make intention of two farz, Zohar, Qasar, Salah. And rest of the same, facing towards Qibla Sharif, for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, behind Imam, not Imam Sahib, but reading on your own. So, simple, you just have to add two farz, Qasar Salah. Normally you say four farz Salah, Zohar Salah. Two farz Zohar, Qasar Salah. That's the intention. Method is same, exact same, like you read normal 2 fard namaz. Same. Now, in which salahs you can do qasar? There are only 3 salahs, 3 prayers, 3 namazan you can do qasar in. Any namaz which has got 4 units, 4 rakat namaz, you have to do qasar. 4 rakat namaz. Because you have to do half. 2 fard namaz, like fajr namaz, you can't do qasar because there is no 1 rakat namaz. Or 3 fards, maghrib namaz, you can't do qasar, you can't read 1.5 namaz. Like when you get to ruku and make salam, you can't do that. So, Zohar, Fard Salah, Asr, 4 Fard Salah, and Isha, 4 Fard Salah. These are the 3 salahs you have to do qasar, and you have to do qasar. It's not like some people say, no, they're trying to jump the boundaries of Islam as well. They become more muttaqi than even Islam itself. They're like, no, I'm going to read 4 fards. No, you can't read 4 fards. You become gunegar. Okay? That's actually next question is that. So there are only 3 namazah you can do qasar in, not any other namaz. Witr you have to read full, maghrib namaz you have to read full, and you have to read full your fajr namaz as well. Sunnahs and nawafil, if you have time, then you can read sunnah and nawafil as well. But that's going to be full namaz though. That's going to be full namaz. But if you think that I'm barely stopping on just services, then if you leave sunnahs as well, even sunnat-e-muakkada, you can leave too. So that's fine. Now next, what if I've read full namaz instead of half while I was a traveler, like I was talking about all those muttaqis people? This is the question of the Umar Raziyallahu anhu asked Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Ya Rasulullah, there is no fitna anymore. We travel, there are no enemies on the way now. So can't we read full namaz? Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, this is gift from Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Accept this gift. So Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam is telling Umar Raziyallahu anhu. So through Umar Raziyallahu anhu is coming to us as well. That it is gift from Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Accept the gift. Now, either knowingly or unknowingly, if you read full namaz instead of half, instead of qasar, in this case, your first 2 fards will become fards qasar namaz. That's fine, your namaz is accepted. And the last 2 fards will become nafil. And then nafil will be accepted. But namaz, it's not like namaz has not been accepted and you have to read namaz again. But your 2 first fards, they become fards of course. And you read first namaz, it's accepted now, qasar namaz. Now last 2 fards, they became nafil. And then nafil is accepted in the court of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now if you did this knowingly you did it purposely, then you become gunegar. You're sinful, ask forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why you can't do purposely? If unknowingly you done that, that's fine. Still, in both cases, your namaz is accepted though. It's not like you have to repeat your namaz. Next one. What if I went on holiday for 16 days but staying in 2 different cities? Let's say you went back your home, Pakistan or whatever, or you went, let's say you went Saudi Arab. Now only people ask question, I'm going Saudi Arab. I'm going for more than 15 days. I'm staying there 16 days. But 8 days in Makkah and 8 days in Medina. What shall I do? I'm going into one country though. No, you are still a traveler. Why? Because intention has to be staying at one place 15 or more than 15 days. Not 8 days in one city or 8 days in another city. Like you went Pakistan, you staying 8 days in Islamabad and 8 days in Karachi. No, it's not going to work. You have to stay in one place. Then it will be. Then you will be muqim, it's called muqim, local person. Then you have to read full namaz. But otherwise, it has to be qasar namaz. Does the traveler have to read full namaz behind the local imam? Like people go from here to Makkah and of course the imam is there, he's local. Then when you read your namaz behind him, or you go to London and there was a namaz time and imam is local. So how you going to read your namaz? It all depends on imam's halat. Whatever imam's going to make intention, your namaz is going to be like muqim, like local imam. So if he's doing 4 fards Zohar namaz, you have to read 4 fards behind him. If he's doing 4 fards Isha namaz, you have to read 4 fards Isha namaz behind him. It's not like after 2 fards you make salam. No. You have to read that namaz. And let's say if traveler is doing jamaat, some traveler comes here and he's doing jamaat of 4 fards Zohar namaz. First of all, I always suggest never read namaz if you are a traveler. Never do that. Because nowadays people don't have knowledge. Nothing. They're empty from knowledge of deen. They don't even know what's happening. I met Sajda Sahab once and the people started making complaint to the Intizamiya. Is it their new namaz has started now, Imam Sahab? I'm like, subhanallah, I've been reading namaz for 30 years. Man, chalo, theek hai, today your first time, after 30 years, at least you learned something. There is a Sajda Sahab, something called. So people don't even know about Sajda Sahab. Subhanallah. So what about Qasar Nimaz? So if traveler is that, to make sure traveler should not be reading Nimaz, should not be leading Nimaz. He should stay behind, tell them. But if he has to, then that's the way is in the Hadith Sharif as well, that before you start Nimaz, let everyone know, look, I'm a traveler. If it's 4 Farz Zuhr Nimaz, let everyone know I'm a traveler. I'll make salam after 2 Farz. You make sure you just do Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan abduhu wa rasuluhu and stop there. Just like Masbook was missed his Nimaz. And then I make salam, you stand up and cover your last 2 rakats. And at the end, when he finishes Nimaz, turn around and let everyone know again. Why? Because maybe someone started after your Takbir Tahrima. Then what? But again, it's going to be too late because the people have already made salam with you. So the best is don't do that. Traveler should be standing behind and tell them, look, I'm not going to read Nimaz. Wa ma alayna illa al-balagul mubin. Jazakallahu khair.